I would rather sit naked on a belt sander than eat pickles on a McRib.
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
What's up, nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. I'm your host, the man with absolutely no plan, the Chase with the face for radio, Chase Shurga. Guys, it is Thirsty Thursday once again, and it is so good to be here. Thank you for tuning in. And on today's episode, I am joined by two very special guests. First, we have the first time ever, 2 weeks in a row, guest, Matt Beshara. And we are also joined by a good friend of ours, Nathan Gilbert. And guys, we've got a great episode for you with some great conversation, and I know you're going to love it. So without further ado, you know what time it is. It's time to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, crack open a cold one, and if you're really feeling fruity, take a shot. Why not? Because this week's episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today I am joined by two very special guests. To my left, your right if you're watching on YouTube, we have Nathan Gilbert, a.k.a. Gilbert. I like to call him Gilbert. It's his last name. He looks like a Gilbert. Gilbert, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, that was a perfect response. Thank you. And to my right, your left if you're watching on YouTube, we have the first time ever, 2 weeks in a row, guest, Matt Beshara. Matt, welcome back to the show. It's been a long time.
I know. I don't really have much better going on in my life right now.
You know, the guy's bored. He's like, hey, I'll be on the podcast tonight. Love it. So, Gilbert, we had a meal today. Mm-hmm. And where was that meal from?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. It was from McDonald's. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but within the past couple weeks, McDonald's did bring back a specialty food item. A food item I used to have for lunch in high school, but it was called pork McRib at the time. That's right. I'm talking about the McRib. Okay, well, the one thing that me and Gilbert were talking today that we don't understand is why the fuck is there pickles on a McRib? It makes absolutely no sense. Anybody I know gets no pickles on their McRib. Nobody
Yeah.
No, some people probably do get pickles on it and then just pick them off.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
But
to make it easier for everyone.
a barbecue rib sandwich has no business having pickles on it. It when I saw that came back and had pickle, I don't remember the old McRib having pickles on it.
And on top of that, beside the fact, if you do get pickles and you're that weirdo, there's 2 pickles on there. There's never even any pickles on there. Anyway.
Well, that makes it easier to pick off because nobody wants the pickles, but...
Yeah,
but
as you're eating it, you get just one surprise bite of pickles,
Yeah.
and at another random time in your sandwich, you just get another pickle.
That's what I'm saying. Subs 6 inches long, and there's 2 pickles that are the size of a dime.
I always go, no pickles, extra onions. You like onions?
No, I'm not a big onion guy. I think an onion's a very overrated, sandwich topping.
Do you like pickles?
Nah, on my sandwiches, no. On, in real life, also no.
No.
So, no, you don't
But,
like pickles.
I will eat some pickles, bread and butter pickles, the
Yes.
classic chips, fire.
I don't know
Fuego.
what that is.
It's just a flavor of chips, dill.
Oh, so it's not a pickle, it's a chip.
Oh, no, it's a pickle. But I'm saying the chips, it's how, you get chips on, pickled chips are what's on a McRib, the little coins.
Oh, okay.
And instead of, not, the whole pickle, cut down and,
Yeah.
a
It's like a
cucumber,
ripple.
So you'll eat a sliced pickle.
I mean, I won't go out of my way, but, if they're there, I may have some if they're bread and butter, but, that's it.
I'll just eat them right out of the jar.
But you won't eat on a McRib?
Well, there's a difference between a McDonald's pickle and a pickle you get out of a jar.
Yeah, much difference in quality right there.
Yeah,
A very significant slide
Sure.
in downgrade in
But-
quality on a McDonald's pickle compared to a Vlasic pickle.
But there's also a difference between a McDonald's cheeseburger and a Five Guys cheeseburger, and we all here eat both.
Yeah, but the only reason that I get McDonald's is purely out of convenience, not out of I prefer to have that. I would always prefer to
but
have.
you still eat it, just like the convenience
Not
of getting
really.
a pork McRib.
But then that's actually going back to what Matt said. He'll still eat it out of convenience.
So why didn't you still eat the pickles on your pork McRib? Out of
Again,
convenience?
you could probably still eat it if it's for convenience if you don't have any good pickles and you really want a pickle.
Yeah, not a pickle guy. Regardless, not a pickle
Now,
guy.
another thing. Would you say mayonnaise on a McRib would be good?
No, I hate mayonnaise.
You hate mayonnaise?
Yeah, I've never liked mayonnaise.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like it.
I would rather sit naked on a belt sander than eat pickles on a McRib.
Oh, I agree. That I'll agree with. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know where he was going with that, but 100% agree. Draft Top. All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for me to tell you about our sponsor, Draft Top. Draft Top is this cool little bar tool you see in my hand here. If you're listening and not watching, you're just going to have to hear me talk about it like I talk about it every single week. But it's this cool little bar tool. You take and put it right on top of your beer can. Give it a little squeeze, a little friction to the left, a little friction to the right. Boom. Top of your beer pops off, and guess what? Your beer can just became a cup. That's right. So forget about a red Solo cup. I'll fill you up. Forget about wasting dishes, stuff like that, because you don't need that, because we just made your beer into a cup. Makes for a complete better drinking experience. You can smell the aromas of the alcohol, and of course, you can chug that beer a hell of a lot faster. Highly recommend. I want you to have one. You want you to have one. Draft Top wants you to have one. So get your Draft Top now at www.drafttop.com, and don't forget to use promo code 10%-GarageBoozing at checkout for 10% off site-wide. Doesn't matter what you buy on the website, put it in your cart, 10% off, 10%-GarageBoozing for 10% off. That is 10%-GarageBoozing for 10% off at checkout, drafttop.com, site-wide. Get it. You won't regret it. All right, back to the show. We are going to lead into a new segment that I'm going to have here every single week. And I can do this by myself, with people, whatever, but there's 2 guests, so I got 3 beers, myself with the 2 guests included. And this suggestion was by Ricky Buser. It was, and I had to attest to it. I had to say that was an absolute good idea. You know how like Dave Portnoy does his pizza reviews, blah, blah, that's his thing? Well, there's no one that really does beer reviews. You got to spit a number out. So guess what I got for the boys? I got a couple beers. A beer I've never had before. I don't know if you guys have had it, whatever, but I'll still spit my number on it. Never had it. This beer is called Shock Top. I've heard of it multiple times.
This is a very like common beer.
Right.
This is not like anything that's like
That's fine.
an unusual beer. I'm just letting you know. But you
Oh,
said you've
no.
never heard of it.
Dude, I'm gonna review every beer. I'll take a Bud Light, a Coors Light, a Miller Light, whatever the fuck. Like, but
Well, you might want to be careful because of you want to make sure that it's sponsor worthy.
Well, no, Natty Light is my 10 out of 10, and that's my personal scale. Like, that is my absolute favorite beer. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a beer that is better and it's 11 out of 10. I'm not sure. We're not sure how the scale's going to go yet, but we're just starting. Have you had one of these before?
I have not.
Okay. Have you?
Yes.
Okay, so
I haven't had the lemon shandy.
now can you think of a beer in your head that would be your 10 out of 10?
I mean,
Like your favorite?
other than Natural Light,
Let's go.
sponsor of the Garage Boozing podcast.
Love that.
Yeah, Bud Light.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta go Corona.
Corona's your number 1 favorite beer?
Yep.
So how this goes, you can take a sip, couple sips, whatever, but think of a number 0 to 10. Rate it. You're rating how you like the beer, okay? And I've never had a Shock Top. You've never had a Shock Top. Matt's had a Shock Top, but he can still.
But he
put
said
it
he never
right
had this flavor.
You never had, it's a flavor?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
it's
lemon.
lemon shandy. Shock Top lemon shandy.
Seems more like a summer beer rather than a winter beer, but
Yep, I'm gonna.
here we are.
All right, boys. Cheers. Don't spill it. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
One sip. Everyone knows the rules. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
That my exact words. You took the words out of my mouth. That's,
That's
not terrible.
It tastes like water with a hint of lemon and a little
Yeah.
bit of carbonation.
That's yeah.
This is actually right up my alley. I'm glad this is one of the first, actually the first beer review I've ever done.
It kind of tastes more of like a seltzered water.
It
Lemonade,
tastes like a
but without-
lemonade.
You don't taste alcohol, and that's dangerous.
Yeah.
If
What
I drink
percentage is this?
Like if you
4.2, I checked when I bought it. It's 4.2%.
Doesn't have a strong smell.
Well, you guys are the guests. I'll let you score first. I already have my score, and I already know what I'm gonna.
I feel, based on everything that I've got here, not taking presentation into because the logo is actually kind of cool.
cool logo.
Just taking that all off the table, just purely the beer, I give it like a 6.3.
That's actually basically where I was around a 3 or not a 3, a 6.
Oh wait, so you're just a 6.0?
Yeah, I'd say 6.
Rookie score.
Yeah, rookie score.
Rookie score.
Rookie score?
Rookie score.
How's that rookie score? 6.
Six.
If
That's
you-
a 6.
If you've ever seen a food review or anything like that, you can't go a solid number. You gotta have a point something.
Fine, 6.6.
Though that was generous.
That's a lot. That's like you went from a 6 to like over halfway to a 7. That's like a 6.1 would have been like, or a 6.0 is okay, But like you went
So
from a
what's the-
6,
but wait, so
you're
what's
like a 6, and then you're like 6.6.
I
That's
know.
a big
He
swing.
said his 6.0 is his score.
Yeah.
Rookie
Well, yeah.
score. You're locked into 6.0.
Yeah,
So, but what's the
6.0.
difference
Boom,
between
stamp
6 and
it.
6.0?
Did you hear him?
There's no difference.
Yeah, one's a rookie score, one's not a rookie
No,
score.
he said, what's the difference between 6 and 6.0? He didn't say 6.6. He said, what's the
Yeah.
difference between 6 and 6.0? Same score.
Yeah, 6 and a 6.0 and 6.6. That's a big difference.
Yes, that's a large difference.
That's
to
a
be honest
large
with you,
difference.
I might go a little bigger here than you guys, because this is right up my alley for beer. You don't taste the alcohol. It's very light. Doesn't really taste like a beer. So I like that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with 6.9. Sex.
Nice.
6.9. No pun intended there. But to be honest with you,
Very cool. Very cool.
I would drink that. This is something I might actually start drinking.
This is a summer beer, though. This is like a
Yes, I don't-
this is like a poolside or like a boat beer. Like when you're on the boat, like maybe not drinking to like get fucked up, but just like having like a couple of beers. Like this would be a very quality beer. I think this would be a really good summer beer.
Kind of just tastes like a watered down iced tea.
It doesn't taste like iced tea. It
yeah,
sounds like
yeah.
a watered. It tastes
Well,
like watered
half
down lemonade.
yeah, lemonade.
Yeah.
There's no like tea
There's
in
no
it.
tea in it.
All right, Matt. You have a favorite football team. What's that favorite football team?
The New England Patriots.
All right. So I will say this season, and probably this season alone, I was rooting for the Patriots simply because Cam Newton, loved Cam Newton, loved him on the Carolina Panthers, and I really was excited to see where he went with the New England Patriots. But Matt, we didn't have a good season this year.
No, very underperformed. Granted, he didn't have many weapons.
That's true. That is true.
He didn't have
A run
a
game.
great. Well, the run game isn't the problem. The run game was actually okay because Damian Harris, ran for about 5 yards a carry when he came back healthy. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
Sony Michel, he's a decent back. James White's not really a runner. He's more of a scat back, receiving back. Not quite the between the tackles runner like Damian Harris is. And then you had Cam Newton, who's arguably, and I don't believe that there's an argument against it, but I know some ignorant people who do think this, but Cam Newton's the best rushing quarterback of all time.
Future Hall of Famer?
Definitely a future Hall of Famer.
I love that you say that because Brent Seabolt makes fun of me every time I say that. I'm like, absolutely a
No.
future Hall of Famer. Like, there's no doubt about it.
He's a future Hall of Famer based on his running ability and running ability alone.
I mean, would you
He's
say
an
Michael Vick
NFL
is better?
MVP, and he has countless records for as a running quarterback, which at this rate with Lamar Jackson, he may break them. But what Cam Newton did was an incredible feat, and he was unstoppable for many years in Carolina.
Oh, another thing I have in here that I forgot to ask before. And this next question is way out of left field. But there's a documentary and a TV show being built behind it. It's an idea, hasn't actually launched yet. But the whole thing is they want to take a group of people and colonize them on Mars. And just like create human life on Mars and you can never come back to Earth again. Would you do it?
No.
No.
I'd say no all day, right? But they're like getting paid millions of dollars to do this. But like,
Okay,
How
but-
what's that make it? How's that fucking
Exactly.
do anything for you? Get paid millions of dollars to go live somewhere else where you can't even spend the money.
And you can't even go back to Earth to spend it.
I 100% agree.
I think if you're going to do it, you take people who are underprivileged or anything like that, and then give them the opportunity to have a new life and be the people that go there, rather than pay me millions of dollars. What's that going to do for me? Nothing. And how long is it going to take to get to Mars? I don't even know.
I don't know, probably like half a year.
Yeah, since some of the people have life.
You're telling me 6 months, a 6-month flight will it take to get to Mars?
Probably. And
No, more than that. I'm thinking years.
no, not years.
Yeah, I mean, think about the people who have like life in prison. Send those guys up.
Oh, thank you, Apple, for listening to what I was saying. And I said, how long would? And it automatically popped up, take to get to Mars.
How long?
Thank you, FBI agent. Around 7 months.
You weren't far off, Jace.
Yeah, I'm surprised with that. I'm very surprised.
Well, wait, hold on. You said thank you, FBI agent?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because
those
there's
listening
because they're listening to what I'm saying.
You think there's an FBI agent in your phone?
Yeah, somebody was definitely listening and was like, "Ooh, that's what he's targeted at." Boom.
See, I think that too. I think the FBI or the government, whatever the hell branch of government or whatever, definitely has access to your phone camera, your computer camera, maybe even your TV screen. Who knows? And for that, I am sorry.
Yeah,
If
I
you're-
feel bad for the amount of porn that this guy has to sit through.
Oh my god! And he's looking while you're looking at that porn. He's looking at your front-facing camera. So what's your face looking like?
Probably like. And he's like, wow, this guy's working up a fucking sweat.
Yeah, but do you actually think that's the thing? I think.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't think there's someone assigned to your phone at all times.
Have you ever watched, I think the movie Snowden
No.
with Joseph Gordon-Levitt? He like plays, it's a movie about a whistleblower. He worked for the FBI, and he realized that like what he was doing, they were like infringing on people's privacy and looking up like through people's phones and stuff, and it was an actual thing that he like released to like the public. He had a couple reporters meet him and created the story, and then they all mass launched the story at once so it couldn't be taken down or edited.
Really?
Edited.
Edited.
And yeah, so that's like a real thing. Like I believe it's Richard Snowden, maybe Edward Snowden.
Yeah, but like I feel like the thing where like, he's probably flipping through the channels like through whatever phone screen he wants. Like when he sees Matt going, he's like,
He's
all
like,
right,
next.
Yeah,
Next.
Yeah, next.
Edward Snowden,
Next channel.
American
Yeah, but see-
whistleblower.
I'm just.
And then he had to like evade the government, and he's like in another country because he knows that if he comes back to the United States, he's going to be charged with treason.
I just think it's like weird. Like for example, what happened with Matt. You know, you're looking at your phone, and all of a sudden you say something. You're like, "Oh, I want to look that up," and then you type in the first letter of like a 10-word sentence, and then it just automatically pops up first.
That's like one time I
suggestion.
was at breakfast with my friend Jared, and we're talking about mouthwash, and then like a couple of minutes later, I'm scrolling through Facebook. I see
it's
an ad for mouthwash.
Yeah.
And it's just like I was like, holy shit! Like that is wild. It's definitely listening. It is listening, but I don't know if there's someone active behind it, watching and listening. But like, they have the capability.
Yeah.
Which I'm an open book. I got nothing to hide. If you want to like fucking watch me whenever you want, go ahead. So folks, it's time once again for Spin the Shot, everyone's favorite game. We got the little spin machine here. I did just clean it, so it's going to spin a little bit better. I'm going to take this full shot right here, which has not been
Disclaimer,
touched.
it does not really spin that well. For anybody who
It
is
does.
maybe not watching, maybe listening, just so you know, so you can get the imagery, does not spin well. Disclaimer, does not spin very well.
It spins great.
It does not spin great.
It makes one full rotation,
Barely.
and then some around the sun.
Not even.
But
Not even a full.
I have it pointing at Nate right now, which I'm going to spin
If
it
he
one more
flicks
time.
it very hard, it will land right back on Nate.
Oh, that was a nobody.
And he almost spilt the shot.
Yeah, because
Because he tried flicking it so hard.
Because meniscus.
Because he's trying... Meniscus?
I put a
meniscus is in your knee.
Oh, so you don't know that a meniscus is when you fill like a beverage to the top? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. That's the only thing I remember from science because I pour my drinks very tall. I've been right about this multiple times and multiple people who'd like, oh, it's not a meniscus. Look, another image for meniscus on Google. Meniscus drink, I put, by the way. That's it. I know a meniscus. I
But
know
I'm
it.
pretty sure meniscus is not above. I think that's below. Like,
No,
isn't it
meniscus
like-
is when it comes to the top and doesn't pour. That's a meniscus. I promise. Dude, like, I've had this.
All right.
This has happened
Okay.
a million times.
All right, spin your fucking shitty shot
All right.
fucking game.
We're spinning the shot.
Spin
Let's
your
go.
meniscus.
Ready? No, that is you. That is you.
That's pretty
That's
close.
It's not even
no,
pointing
shut
at
the-
me.
dude. It's a fucking red, white, and blue. Like, take one, and then you get to take the next shot. It's one shot.
And then he gets to take the next shot? Is that
No,
what you said?
no. Then he gets to fucking point it. I mean, he gets to flick it.
To our wives and our girlfriends, may they never meet.
I like that.
I love it.
Oh, he did it. What a savage. All right, so and those of you that aren't watching, Matt got flick number. I mean, I flicked it, hit Matt. Matt got shot number 1.
I flicked it and hit Gilbert.
1 out of 3.
No, you didn't even
No.
flick it.
So now Matt gets flick number 2, and here we go.
All right,
Spin the shot, baby.
Gilbert.
Gilbert, I'm sorry that is closest to you.
You barely even flicked it though.
but it's
I'm
close.
still going to take one.
No,
but
you got to take this one.
I'll take that one.
Yeah, don't pour it on the equipment, but yeah, Gilbert's sleeping in my house tonight, and he's probably gonna die.
He might not die, but he will throw up.
Now you get the next flick.
I feel like they should call the ligament in your knee like something other than the meniscus.
I know, I agree because. All right, shot number 3 landed on your boy.
Oh!
That was me.
Just so you know, it was a pretty hard flick, and it barely did a rotation. Just so for the listeners,
It rotates, I swear.
it barely does.
My fingers are actually hurting.
I
from
would
that.
like everybody who listens to this to ask Chase at Chase Sherga on Twitter and Instagram.
All your social media accounts.
I would like you to DM him and ask him to let you flick this, and then you'll see what I'm saying is true.
It is true. I mean, it is hard to flick. It's hard to make it take a full rotation, but you know what? It's for the good of the game. Gilbert,
Yes.
if you were being assaulted by Matt and you had one really good comeback to fire back at him, what would it be?
I honestly don't know.
I will give you 30 seconds to think of it because I gotta pee.
Okay.
But you better think of something. You didn't think of nothing.
No.
Are you serious?
I can't think of anything.
All right, well,
I haven't really known him that long.
we'll let Matt go first. I love it. That actually sounds mad good in there.
Wait, is that trademark?
Probably, but fuck it. Okay. He's got nothing.
I got nothing.
So, Matt, I'm going to ask you. He's still playing the song.
So I would have to say, if I had to come at Gilbert with the it takes me a while to think about this because there's such a plethora of things that I could say.
Define plethora.
Plethora, a large amount, numerous,
Okay, abundance.
abundance.
I know that word.
I would have to say probably have something to have to do with how his undershirt blends right in with his skin. If he had his undershirt on and just an undershirt, just a plain white tee, I would think he was shirtless and didn't have nipples.
Do you think he has nipples?
I don't know. Never seen him. Gilbert, let me see them titties. Gilbert, dump them tits. Dump them tits. Dump them tits. Dump them tits. Dump them tits.
Give us what's the shuffle thing called? It's the
Shuffle, shuffle.
Do the truffle shuffle.
Yeah, do the truffle shuffle.
No.
Oh, Gilbert sucks.
Gilbert, come on. How much money do I have to pay you to dump your tits right now?
$5,000.
Get the fuck out of town.
Yeah,
How much money actually for you to dump your tits?
$20.
I'm not dumping my tits.
I'm not dumping my tits. He said.
How much money? No, really though.
No, I'm not.
Dude, how much money?
You're not what?
No.
You're not what?
I'm not going to do it.
You're not gonna.
I ain't
what?
gonna do it. Do it for the fun. I ain't gonna do it.
That's what I was thinking of too. You're not gonna what?
Gilbert, let me see them fucking voluptuous, supple little titties you got there, buddy.
No.
Come on, dump them, dump them.
Dump 'em.
Come on.
What are you not gonna do?
I'm not going to show my tits.
No, that's not what I didn't ask you to show your tits. I told you to dump them tits.
All right, well, forget about his tits because we're signing off right now, and we're gonna do Words with Chase. So both of you, Nate Gilbert, aka Gilbert, Matt Beshara, first time ever, 2 week in a row guest. Thank you guys for being on the show. And Words with Chase is gonna start right about
now.
Words with Chase. Words with Chase. He sucks at words. It's time for Words with Chase.
All right, folks, it's been a minute since we've played everybody's favorite game. I say every game we play is everybody's favorite game, but this one people really love. Welcome back to another episode of Words with Chase, and this week we have a special guest, Matt Beshara. Matt Beshara is the host of Words with Chase this week. He's got 10 words. I gave him 10 minutes to think of these 10 words because this was a last-minute decision to do. So hopefully I come out of here alive. But Matt, thank you very much for being our special guest. And
Glad to help.
oh, by the way, let me explain the rules. So there are words, and if I miss them, I take a shot. But I have 3 lifelines. I have 3, use it in a sentence, or I can substitute one of those words, use those words in a sentence for a lifeline. So I can call someone and say, hey, what does this word mean? So 3 lifelines total. 3 use it in a sentence, or I can only get 1, hey, phone call. Let's go.
All right, we're going to start off pretty easy here. Pendulum.
Oh, a pendulum is like the thing that swung back and forth. Shit. That's like well, I've only ever seen it in YouTube videos of like trying to cut watermelon and it's like swinging back. How do I don't know how to define it. Use it in a sentence.
I'm not even going to give it to you. I'm just going to accept that as an answer.
Oh, so that counted?
Like a pendulum is like what's in a clock, something that
Yeah, it
swings
goes
from a
back and
fixed
forth.
point. From a fixed point, swings back and forth. So yes, the watermelon being cut by a pendulum, or something that swings back and
So
forth.
you're not
like
taking
inside
my
of a car.
you're not taking my
no,
life.
I'm going to give you
that was
one.
generous as fuck. Thank you. Thank you. That was very nice.
All right. Word number 2. Pudendum.
Oh God. Say it again.
Pudendum.
Use in a sentence.
Number 1. Mark it down.
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard that word before in my life.
The cream has a therapeutic effect on the pudendum.
I'm taking the shot. What the fuck did that even mean?
A vagina.
A pudendum's a vagina?
It is a reproducing organ. Word number 3. Placenta.
Wow, you're really trying to fucking murder me.
This one's pretty easy.
Placenta? Multiple.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
It's a woman's afterbirth.
Who the fuck knows this shit?
You were talking high and mighty about all the science stuff you knew. That's a pretty fucking basic word.
Placenta is not a basic word.
Yes, it is.
1 for 3. That means a second shot here, going down deep. Word number 4.
Word number 4 is susceptible.
Buddy. Calling it a lifeline.
Hey, what's up?
Mom, I need your help.
What?
So right now I'm in a battle of words with Chase.
Oh, shit.
I don't like the way that sounds, but you got to help me here. I gotta know what a word means. You're live on the air, just so you know. So what was the word again?
The word is susceptible.
Susceptible.
Susceptible, that means you are easily for it. Like, you are susceptible if you have an immune system that is lowered, so you're susceptible to a cold. So it means you are easier to become aware of. Or
That sounds like a win to me. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
Are you using that as your final answer?
Absolutely. Final answer. Locked in.
She is correct.
Yeah, Mom, let's go!
Easily influenced or harmed by.
That makes me so happy. All right, Mom, thank you so much for helping my victory here.
Awesome. I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
All right. Word number 5. So belly.
You're literally like making words that are gonna kill me. Like
SOWBELLY. So belly.
at this point, honestly, fuck it. Use it in a sentence.
I enjoyed a nice plate of so belly.
Is it a meat? Like, bacon.
I would accept pork.
It is bacon. I knew it. Bacon.
It's not bacon. It's a type of the pork. It's not bacon. Bacon's a different cut.
Bacon is pork.
It's close enough. I'll give it to you.
What a generous host.
All right. Word number 6.
Thank you for being a generous host. I do appreciate that.
Tuber.
What?
Tuber.
Tube steak. I don't like this at all. You're the hardest fucking host I ever had. Mussels.
It's a potato.
All right, I'll take this.
Well, it's not really potato.
It's a
the
pot-
stuff
It's
that-
a potato.
It's that stuff from like underneath that when it grows, it kind of, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's a potato.
This was number 6, 7.
I also looked it up.
What number was that?
That was number 6. You also looked it up, he says. I know what it is, but I also looked it up.
That being 6 is dangerous. Can we hurry up?
Word number 7. Ablution.
Dude, are you fucking... What are these fucking words you're coming up with? I don't know what ablution is.
Ablution.
Matt would have never known what ablution was tonight unless he Googled it. So fuck it. I'm going to take the shot because I don't know what ablution means. But please tell me anyway.
Cleaning.
Exactly.
Washing yourself.
Exactly.
Number 8. Misma.
Dude, these words are fucking ridiculous. Where the fuck did he get these words from? This is not cool. This is not fair.
I'll give you... You know what? I'm going to give
No.
you this one. I'm going to
No.
give you Using it in a sentence.
Oh, you're giving me a gift. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a free gift.
Okay, go ahead.
So you stop bitching.
Okay.
Like a little baby boy.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Are you gonna
which is Words with Chase.
Are you gonna put me to bed tonight?
I was gonna say Gilbert will, but Gilbert probably needs help being put to bed too.
That's what I'm saying.
Gilbert looks like someone who has a lot of miasma.
I don't know. I really don't want to take the shot, but I have to.
Gas.
That's what that meant?
To release gas. Gilbert looks like he's someone who has a lot of gas.
Flatulence.
Flatulence.
I could have said flatulence. All right.
I love that for you.
Word number 9.
Strumpet.
What the fuck, dude? Are you what the? What? 3 for what?
3 for
9.
well, soon to be 3 for 9.
All right, this is 10 now.
No, we're not done. Are you giving up on this one?
Yes, I have no lifelines.
All right, I'll give you one more lifeline.
Using a
Lauren Jones is a strumpet.
Oh, whore.
I won?
I love my best friend.
The last word is facade.
Heard it, dude, you're a fucking warrior at this game. This is not fair. What was the word again?
Facade.
Yeah, I'll take the shot. I don't fucking know.
Exterior of a building. Siding. The outside facade. The facade of the building.
Oh, the crust.
The crust of the building. Sure. So that is 4 for 10.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Words with Chase. I suck. I don't know.
Signing off, Matt Beshara and Chaz Shurga.
Chaz.
Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy listening. We look forward to having you on next time.
Wow. What an episode. You gotta love Matt. You gotta love Nate Gilbert. And wow, Matt now joins Mitch with the most garage boozing appearances. That's 3. That's a big deal. You know, it's kind of a big deal here. There's a big show, big things going on. 3-time guest. That's big. So thank you very much, Matt and Nate, for joining me again on this episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Your support means the absolute world to me. And please don't forget the absolute number one way to support the brand. Buy some merch. We've got hats, we've got hoodies, we've got t-shirts. You name it, we got it. And you can find your merch at www.garageboozing.net, not .com, because the person that owns the website won't sell it to me. Jerk off. And of course, please don't forget to follow us on all of your favorite social media accounts at Garage Boozing, as well as YouTube. Follow and subscribe to the podcast on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, whatever it is, you name it, we're there. And as I mentioned last week, we do have a giveaway. I always say we. It's me. It's a one-man show here. Me. I have a giveaway going on social media. Check it out for your chance to win a free Garage Boozing hoodie. But yeah, so next week we've got episode 25, and I've got a great one planned for you guys. 25 is halfway to 50, and a fourth of the way to 100. We're making moves, man. Joe Rogan who? Move over, Joe Rogan. We got the Garage Boozing Podcast coming through. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to listen to me booze and talk nonsense with my friends in the garage. And we are only getting started. We're taking this shit to the moon. So with that being said, I'll see you nerds next week.
Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds. Do you have what it takes to be a guest on the fastest growing alcohol chugging and nonsense talking podcast? Well, now is your chance. The Garage Boozing Podcast has new guests every week, and you could be one of them. Just simply log on to www.garageboozing.net. Click the Be on the Show tab and submit your information. It's that simple. Join the boozement or be a loser. Don't miss your chance because we're taking this to the moon.